Imagine a small, bearded man lurking in the shadows of your home at night, watching you as you sleep. You wake up to find him gently caressing your face. Creepy, right? But what if this mysterious figure was not a malevolent entity but a protector? What if he could prophesize your future? This is the essence of the Domovoi, a household spirit deeply rooted in Slavic folklore. Let's embark on a journey to explore the rich tapestry of beliefs, traditions, and cultural significance surrounding this enigmatic figure. Belief in the Domovoi persisted in Slavic countries well into the 19th and even the 20th century. Despite the efforts of Christianity to vilify these creatures, often labeling them as demonic entities, the complete eradication of this belief was never achieved. The Domovoi remained a significant part of Slavic religious tradition, intertwining with the practices of ancestor worship. In rural dwellings across Slavic lands, it was believed that every home was inhabited by a Domovoi. These spirits were often perceived as the souls of deceased family members or representatives of all ancestors, thus linking the belief in Domovoi with the veneration of ancestors. This connection highlights the deep respect and reverence Slavic people had for their forebears, viewing them as guardians and protectors of the family. The Domovoi is typically depicted as a dwarf-like elderly figure, resembling a 5-year-old boy in size. He is adorned in well-fitted garments and sports a beard. While regional variations exist in terms of hair color and attire, the Domovoi is generally portrayed in vibrant clothing and traditional lapti shoes. His distinctive features include yellow hair, luminous eyes, and notably hairy arms and soles of the feet. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Domovoi is his shape-shifting abilities. He can assume the form of deceased ancestors, the current household head, or even family pets. Common animal forms include dogs, cats, rats, frogs, livestock animals, and snakes. This ability to transform underscores the Domovoi's role as a versatile and multifaceted spirit, capable of adapting to various situations and needs. Traditionally, two distinct types of Domovoi are recognized: the household Domovoi and the dvorov. The household Domovoi resides within the confines of the home, while the dvorovoi inhabits external areas like yards or gardens. The dvorovoi is generally perceived as less amiable and potentially more perilous than the household Domovoi, especially posing threats to animals with white fur. However, there is limited information on why they had such an aversion to white-furred animals. The household Domovoi typically remains concealed from human view, favoring obscure corners of a household, particularly those near the stove or hearth. Given his preference for these areas, householders were very cautious not to disturb the remnants of a smoldering fire, ensuring their ancestors remained undisturbed beneath the grate. Folklore ascribes two primary roles to the Domovoi: fostering domestic prosperity and foretelling the future. In the agrarian societies of rural Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus, these functions held immense significance. Events like crop failures or unanticipated frosts posed existential threats, hence signs of domestic well-being, such as bountiful harvests, financial security, familial harmony, and individual successes, indicated a contented Domovoi. The spirit shared in the family's joys and sorrows, often exerting considerable effort to maintain household order and protect against external malevolent entities. Contrary to contemporary ghostly conceptions, the Domovoi didn't haunt homes out of malevolence. However, it was imperative to maintain a harmonious relationship with him to avoid potential mischief or displeasure. The Domovoi is sensitive to perceived internal disruptions. Negligence in household duties, laziness, or disregard for responsibilities could incite his ire. Yet, even his most mischievous acts, like breaking dishes or spoiling milk, were not usually malicious. Rather, he was often perceived as a playful trickster. The Domovoi's secondary significant function lies in his prophetic capabilities. Every action or manifestation of the Domovoi is perceived as an omen, signaling forthcoming events, either auspicious or ominous. For instance, manifestations like laughter, dancing, or singing by the Domovoi are deemed favorable signs. Conversely, occurrences such as eerie sounds, sudden extinguishing of candles, or even setting eyes on the Domovoi directly are viewed as portents of adversity. Given the Domovoi's versatile nature and ability to adopt various forms, his expressions like laughter or song might resemble that of ancestral voices. However, more subtle indications of his presence often manifest, such as the faint sound of footsteps or inexplicable household item movements. In his nocturnal wanderings, the Domovoi is known to emerge only when the household is in slumber. It's said that he caresses sleepers' faces with his hairy hands, or even braids a man's beard. The nature of these nocturnal touches, whether warm and gentle or cold and prickly, serves as indicators of forthcoming fortune or adversity, respectively. Before significant calamities like wars, epidemics, or fires, the Domovoi vacates the home, congregating in meadows to mourn. They can also be quite specific with their premonitions. Gestures akin to strumming a guitar signify an upcoming wedding. However, sightings of the Domovoi extinguishing flames or his mournful cries at night are harbingers of imminent death, often signaling the impending demise of the household head. The Domovoi is a sensitive spirit that requires appeasement through regular tributes. Offerings like miniature cloaks concealed beneath the house's floor or dinner remnants are customary gifts to maintain his goodwill. However, on March 30th, the Domovoi's demeanor shifts to malevolent, requiring appeasement with specific foods such as small cakes or pots of stewed grain. Much like ancestral spirits or pagan deities, the Domovoi received regular offerings. A prevalent tribute was kasha, a popular Eastern European dish consisting primarily of oatmeal. Think of it as porridge. Beyond kasha, offerings extended to tobacco, incense, juniper berries, and lapti shoes, a token for the Domovoi's nocturnal vigilance over the premises and livestock. Under routine circumstances, a ritualized offering consisting of bread sprinkled with salt and enveloped in a white cloth is presented in communal areas. As this tribute is offered, kin members bow towards each cardinal direction, uttering prayers dedicated to the Domovoi. In instances of heightened displeasure, proprietary measures escalated. This included sacrificing a rooster at midnight and anointing the residence's nooks and corners with the bird's blood. The Domovoi's association with a dwelling is profound, making specific rituals essential when families transition to a new residence. When relocating to a newly constructed home, it's customary to conduct sacrifices to invite the Domovoi's presence. Historically, bast shoes served as vessels to transport the Domovoi, a tradition now often symbolized using a slipper. Upon completion of a new home, the eldest family member would be the first to enter. This act symbolizes the imminent transition of this individual into the role of the Domovoi upon their passing. Conversely, when families relocated, they would transfer the hearth ashes from their previous home, symbolizing continuity. Upon reaching the new dwelling, they'd exclaim, "Welcome, grandfather, to the new home." If a residence was deserted or even destroyed, the Domovoi would persist, awaiting the next occupants and deciding whether to embrace or reject them. These days, it's unlikely you'll find many people who would attest to the validity of these entities. However, traditions with links to the myth of the Domovoi still persist. You're much more likely to find them in the form of statuettes crafted from clay or stone, positioned in niches near an entrance, or atop oven mantelpieces. In modern times, it's easy to explain away these beliefs. The bumps in the night can be attributed to creaky houses, the bowls of porridge eaten by rats or rodents, and death by suffocation to a malicious spouse. But in a time where reassurance was sought through spiritual means and appeasement of higher powers, the Domovoi generally prompted good familial habits, and was seen as a friend rather than a foe. The Domovoi's ability to assume the likeness of deceased loved ones may reflect a deep-seated human longing to reconnect with the departed. This belief underscores the profound emotional impact of loss, and the desire to see a family face once more. The lore surrounding the Domovoi presents a rich tapestry of a multifaceted household spirit. He embodies roles as diverse as a home's guardian, an ancestral protector, a master of disguise, a seer guiding domestic harmony and prosperity, and a spirit that accompanies its family, but strictly only on invitation. The enduring presence of the Domovoi in Slavic folklore underscores its profound significance in their historical pagan cosmology. This enigmatic spirit, with his myriad roles and responsibilities, offers a fascinating glimpse into the beliefs and traditions of Slavic culture. Whether viewed as a protector, a trickster, or a prophet, the Domovoi remains a captivating figure in the rich tapestry of folklore, reminding us of the deep connections between the living and the spiritual world. As we delve deeper into the stories and traditions surrounding the Domovoi, we gain a greater appreciation for the complexities of human belief and the ways in which these beliefs shape our understanding of the world around us. The Domovoi, with his hairy hands and luminous eyes, continues to watch over the homes of those who believe, a timeless guardian in the ever-changing landscape of human culture.